to my channel, Just Tanya Renee. And the first thing I need you to do, because I don't think I have that many subscribers, is subscribe. Hit the button and subscribe to my channel. The reason I have this title for the children is because I know that for so many years, the reason that I did stay in my marriage was for the children. That's what that's what a lot of people are doing right now. Somebody that's tuned in right now, you know, you're staying in it for the children, and I get it, because who doesn't want, you know, the family unit? Who doesn't want their children to have the two-parent household? Let's not even talk about the financial, stability there that comes with having a two-parent household. So when I was going through the years, I remember telling myself, this is for them. I had, both of my parents, they deserve to have the best. They deserve to have this home, with the white picket fence and the dog and all of that. And we had that. And I used that for years for them. And if you think about it, I mean, I know a lot of parents out there, we would die for our children. And quite frankly, that's what I was doing every single day. I was dying. A part of me was dying every single day. When you are involved in an abusive relationship, you walk on eggshells. You are so controlled that it's all about the wants and needs of the abuser. And so I stayed in that relationship for thinking that was for the best for my children. The same reason I stayed in the marriage, which was for the children, is the same reason I got out of the marriage, and that was for the children. And I think that's what I want you to really, really think about when I started going through and really contemplating moving forward seriously, finally with the divorce. My oldest daughter was in college. But having a son and daughter, at that time they had just turned 12, and thinking that my son, could possibly grow up and be an abuser. This great kid that we were raising, could grow up and do the same things that his dad was doing to me. And the fact that then his sister, could end up being in a relationship with someone that was very abusive, just like her dad was to me. Think about that. It came to me that no, if I would die for my children, I'm definitely not going to raise them to think that this is okay, because I want both of my daughters to always know that they are a princess, they are queens, and they should be treated as such. And to also make sure that my son grows up to be a loving and godly husband, and would not dare think about raising his hand or saying ill words against his wife. And it just came to me. I prayed just so much throughout my marriage, but all the reasons I was giving myself, let me just stay in here for the kids. They need this. We need this. They've got this great home. We're in this great, school system. They've got their friends. Let me just wait until they graduate. How many of us have said that? Let me just wait. Here I am. Think about it. Think about it, people. Think about how time passes by. And you're going to wait until, at that time they were 12. Let's just wait. It's 6 more years. Let me just hold on. And anyone that has been in an abusive relationship throughout the years, I was able to keep the abuse up under wraps. Because when you have been abused, you learn the dislikes and the likes of your abuser. You know what sets them off. You do walk on pins and needles. So I learned how not to tick them off. So that's how I went through life. But there comes a point you can hide things like that from young children, from younger children. Sometimes they don't know, they're too small. But as our children were developing, and getting ready to hit adolescence and becoming preteens, couldn't hide it anymore. They heard the yelling. I can't tell you how many times when I would come out of our bedroom or, come in and they had heard us arguing in his office, in our home, and they would just be looking. They would just be looking how, to see, is mom going to cry? Is mom upset? And I'm not going to get emotional. But kids deserve so much better than that. And so when I was not able to hide it anymore, then I knew that they needed to be in a healthy relationship, a healthy environment. That was the best thing that I could do, for my children, is to let them know and show them that what was happening, in their home, in our home, was not okay. And so I guess I'm telling you that there may be someone right now that has come across my video. I get it. I know you're fearful. There's so much going on now. I know you're afraid, financially. I'll talk about, because I don't want to go on and on in this video. I think I just wanted to have viewers to understand that when you do things for the children, really think about what you're doing for the children. But I think there are ways and things that you have to do to be able to get out of, situations. And everybody's situation is different. Like I said, mine was a little bit physical. It ended up turning more into emotional and a lot of verbal. And I tell you, the verbal attacks can really, really tear you down. The best thing that you can do for your children is to make sure that they're in a healthy environment. And if there is abuse going on, if you want that generational curse to end, and that's what did it for me. It wasn't the physical, the pushing down, pushing me up against the wall, calling me, everything up under the sun, which I really don't even want to repeat some of the things that I've been called. That didn't do it for me. It might have gotten me to walk out that door a few times, but I'd walk right back in. It was when I saw that my children were starting to get to the age of seeing a lot more and understanding a lot more. And I wanted better for them. I guess I just want to end this vlog, and I hope you tune in to some of my other vlogs, because I will get more in depth on some of the things, the steps that I took. Some women that may be truly going through, a violent situation, you've got to get out because your life depends on it, for me, like I said, I knew how to tiptoe, and I had to come up with some steps, and I had to plan. I had to pray. I had to pray a lot, but I had to also plan and take some steps, which I talk about in one of my other vlogs, to be able to get out of the marriage successfully. And that's a whole nother story. But I guess I'm going to end the vlog today. I hope you subscribe. I hope this helped you. I think it came to me, and I feel like there are so many of us that do so much for our children. That's why I titled it that way. But I know, being on the other side now, and being divorced for 1 year, going on 1 year, and seeing my children and them seeing their mom happy, them not having to look every time I come out of my bedroom to say, is mom happy today? is something wrong? And I'll be honest with you, it took some time, because they still would do that. Even when we moved into our new home, they still were, it was almost like ingrained in them. Anytime I would come out of the bedroom, or come out of a room, they would just look to kind of do a check. Is mom okay? And I will tell you, that is the best thing I could have given my children. That peace where they know their mom is happy. Children are resilient. They will bounce back. They bounce back before I bounce back. Make sure your children are in a healthy environment. And I'll leave it at that. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.